Hey guys, welcome back once again. I came up with another topic today called extraneous solutions. So, what does it mean an extraneous solutions? And these are the concepts rarely tested on the competitive exams such as GMAT, SAT, ACT, GRE, and the other exams. So, let's see what this extraneous solution means and how we can solve it. Alright, so let's get started. Which type of solutions we call as an extraneous solutions? Look at here, an extraneous solutions, sometime we also call it as the spurious solutions, is a solution that emerges from the process of solving the problem, but it is not a valid solution to the problem. So in general way, an extraneous solution is, I can say, the false solution. When you are solving the expression, what are the values of that variable you are getting? So some of the values there satisfies the condition and the some values there doesn't satisfy the conditions. Condition means that when we verify that expression, and the values which are not satisfying the conditions or not getting true, those values are called the extraneous solutions to the given expression. So let's take one example here, but only thing we need to consider here is simplifying the algebraic expression in the same way, but at the end you have to verify which is the true value and which is the false value, right? So let's consider this example. How do you solve this expression now? Because one of the term here is the radical. So to get rid of this square root, you have to square this expression on both the side. So then when you square it, you have to square on the other side as well. Now the square root and the square will get cancelled this side, then it becomes x plus 12 is equals to x square. Now simplified further, we can write it here as x square minus x minus 12 equals to 0, right? This is become a quadratic equation now. So then how do you get what are the factors of these quadratic equations? You have to multiply a coefficient of x square with the constant term, that is negative 12. 1 times negative 12, the product of those numbers should be negative 12. Then you have to write the factors of these number, and when you add with those factor, you should get the value as coefficient of x, that is the coefficient of x here is going to be negative 1. So what are the two number whose multiplication gives you the result as negative 12 and whose sum gives you the result as negative 1? Those number becomes 3 and negative 4, right? Now this 3 and negative 4 itself is the factors, we can say. Now look, this can be written as 3 minus 4, it becomes negative 1, right? So instead of doing it further, you can refer for the further detail in the previous video that's we solved about the quadratic equations, but here I'll be writing the direct, because the factors here are x plus 3 and I can also write x minus 4 equal to 0. So plus 3 and the minus 4 I can write it in this way, right? So these basically are the factors. Now to make this expression equal to 0, either x this term has to be equal to 0 or this. So from this one I can write as x plus 3 equal to 0 or x minus 4 equal to 0. Or okay, let me write it in this way. So from this what I get, the value of x is equals to minus 3 and the value of x here is gonna be 4. Now I got the two values of x here, but I don't know which values are true and which values are false here. Just to verify, I have to substitute this in your original expression. So what's the original expression we have? So the original expression here is this. Our original expression here is root of x plus 12 is equals to x. Now consider the value of x as, let's verify for the value of x as negative 3 and solve it. Then substitute x here as negative 3 and it becomes square root of negative 3 plus 12 is equals to negative 3. Square root of negative 3 plus 12, it's going to be 9. 9 is equals to negative 3. So only thing what we need to remember here is, whenever you are taking the square root of that number, you have to take that square root is positive number only. As we know that square root of 9 is going to be plus or minus 3, but here to check whether this is an extraneous solutions or not, you have to take only the positive value. That's square root of 9, I can take it here as 3, that is equals to negative 3. Now look at here, positive 3 is not equal to negative 3, then definitely negative 3 is an extraneous solution to this expression. Okay, now just check the other value of x as well. So what is the other value? Other value of x here is gonna be x equals to 4. When you take the value of x equals to 4 and substitute in the original expression, what it happens? Square root of 4 plus 12 is equals to 4. The square root of 16 is equals to 4. Yes, we are getting here. The square root of 16 is going to be 4, and that is equals to 4. So this is the true solution. As I told, square root you have to take only the positive values. So from this one, what I can conclude here is negative 3 is an extraneous solution to the given expression, right? So this is how you identify. In an exam they will be giving, so extraneous solution they may say 3 comma 4 or 4 negative 3 or none, like that. So that you have to choose which one is the right answer by verifying it. As we say, 3 cannot be equal to negative 3, this is a false statement, and that is we say this value negative 3 is an extraneous solution. All right, so let's do another example here. X minus 6 is equals to root x. Again, to get rid of this square root, we have to square it on both the side. Square root on both the side. This is your original expression, you are squaring it. Then this expression becomes x minus 6 whole square. So expand in the way like a minus b whole square, that is first term square minus 2 times the first term times the second term. It's gonna be 2 times x times 6 plus second term square, that is 6 square, that is equal to x square. Let me further simplify it. What happens here? Now you have to multiply this entire expression by what? 2, isn't it? Because the 2 is an outside here, so we have to multiply this entire expression here by 2. Then this expression is becomes 2x square, 2 times 2, it's gonna be 4 minus 4, 4 times 6 is gonna be negative 24, positive 2 negative 2, it's gonna be negative 4, negative 4 times 6, or I can say negative 2 times 6 is gonna be negative 12, negative 12 times 2 it's gonna be negative 24x, plus what we gonna get here, 6 square is 36, 36 times 2 it's gonna be 72, that is equivalent to x square. Now just simplify this expression further and see what we gonna get. So arrange the like terms, so you can take this x square to this side, then it becomes 2x square minus x square minus 24 plus 72 is equals to 0. So this we further simplify as x square minus, sorry, it should be 24x minus 24x plus 72 equals to 0, right? So this is how you simplify. Oh, it's not a true. Let's consider another example. Let's consider another example here. X minus 6 is equals to root x. Let's consider another example here. X minus 6 is equals to root x. So to identify what are the extraneous solutions to this expression, first we need to simplify this. How do we simplify this? By squaring the terms on both the side. To get rid of square root, we have to square it, right? So that it becomes x minus 6 whole square is equals to root x square. Simplify it, x minus 6 whole square, then it is in the form of a minus b whole square. Then we write it as a square x square minus 2 times the a into b, that is going to be minus 2 times 2 into x is going to be 2x, 2x times 6 is going to be minus, I can write it as 12x plus 36, that is equals to x. Now what we do now, just we have to simplify it further by taking this x to the other side, x square minus 12x minus x, because when you are taking it to the other side or when you are subtracting x from the both the side to make the right side equal to 0, means 12x minus x is going to be 13x plus 36 equal to 0. Now write the factors of this, multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant number. 1 times 36 should give you 36. Now what are the two factors of that 36? When you add them, you should get the number here as 13. So 36 can also be written as negative 4 times negative 9, right? So negative times negative is going to be positive, 4 times 9 it's going to be 36. I'm writing it based on this one, okay? And negative 4, negative 9, it's going to be negative 13. That's how we do. Then your factors are, this expression now can be written as x minus 4 times x minus 9 itself. This is equal to 0. From this, the value of x has to be either 4 or the value of x has to be either 9. Now to identify which is an extraneous, so you have to substitute these values of x back into the expression. Alright. So let me just take, when x is equals to 4, now verify your values. I can write this expression as 4 minus 6 is equals to square root of 4. So 4 minus 6, what I am getting, minus 2 is equals to square root of 4 is going to be 2. As I told, instead of writing plus or minus 2, you will be taking the square root value here as positive. So minus 2 is not equal to 2, then I can say the value of 4 is an extraneous solution. Then I can say 4 is an extraneous solution. Alright, so this is how you check. Now verify for other. Sometime the both of the values may be, but just check it for the other. Now when the value of x is equals to 9, just check it. This becomes 9 minus 6 is equals to square root of 9. So 9 minus 6 is going to be 3 and the square root of 9 is also be 3. So that is how 3 is equal to 3 and this is true. So we say this value is the true value, that is the 9 is the true value, but 4 is an extraneous. Therefore the extraneous solution here is going to be 4. So this is how you solve for extraneous solution. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much.